Hi everybody, this is SAAD for the SAAD Truth. This is part 3 of my 3-part series wherein I cover works from the recent 2016 Popular Culture Association / American Culture Association conference. In part 1, I focused on queer studies. Part 2, I dealt with fat studies and feminism, and in part 3 it's a hodgepodge of topics, the great majority of which are within the context of identity politics, right? So everything is viewed through the identity of some marginalized group and some victimology narrative. So let me read you some titles for this part 3. Teachers as Terrorists, Extreme Scapegoating and the Assault on Unionism. Looking Back, Seeing Forward, Revisionist Historiography as a Challenge to the Rhetoric of Political Victimization for Native Peoples in the United States. Owning Whiteness, Rap, Popular Culture, and Appropriation. I mean, every imaginable social justice warrior term is already covered in the first 3 titles. The Toxicity of Our City, there you go. Toxicity. A case study of differences in toxic gamer culture as seen in article, comments, and message boards. Kill the Stereotype, Save the Indian, Resisting American Indian Stereotypes in Post-Apocalyptic YA literature. I guess YA stands for young adults. A Matter of Identity, Semiotics, and the Muslim Superhero. The Horror of the Other, right? This is othering. Exploring the Lacanian and Derridian concept of the other through the ludonarrative structure of PT. Parted by Lightning, the history and legacy of Frederick Douglass's hair. Hence, this is why I used an image of Frederick Douglass for the clip and thumbnail image. For those of you who don't know, he was a historical figure who was a abolitionist of slavery. So certainly a very important person in American history. I'm not sure that we need to focus on his hair, but there you go. Under the Cloak of Whiteness, How Academic Internships Reproduce Racial Inequalities. Identity Theft, Appropriating the Imagery of Northwest Coastal Tribes into the Seattle Civic Identity. Look, just notice how every single social justice warrior buzzword is covered, right? Appropriate and, toxicity. What else do we have? Whiteness, and so on and so forth. Anyways, let's go on. A Freudo, as in Freud, Marxian analysis of the modern library. There you go. Oh, this one's got all sorts of intersectional identities. Afro-Nicaraguan diasporic politics, Creole sonic, and the visual responses to mestizo nationalism. Wow. The Making of the Muslim Monster, media construction of the monstrous Muslim terrorist. So you see here the idea is that it's the media that creates this horrible stereotype of the Islamic terrorist. It's certainly not because there's been 30,000+ terror attacks across the world since 9/11 alone, committed by followers of that faith. That wouldn't be right. That empirical fact is inherently bigoted and racist. Oh, the next one is a good one. Building the Nation Out of Lego, Articulating and Contesting Singapore's Past and Future Through Lego Toys. 3 more to go. Racial Microaggressions. There you go, microaggressions against Latina/O college students. Food in mid-19th century travel literature in New Mexico, the experience of exotic otherness, right? You're othering others. And then finally, maybe best for last, you say anal like it's a bad thing. Well, I think we can all get behind that one. So there you have it, folks. This completes my coverage of the wonderful intellectual and scientific breakthroughs that are covered at a conference that is founded on the principles of victimology and identity politics. Hope you're having a good week. Hope you have a good upcoming weekend. Talk to you soon. Ciao.